Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. This will be fielded inside the 5. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. The 2017 Heisman Trophy winners. You get a look at Baker Mayfield from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They start the drive with White. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Opting to run again here with White. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Mayfield on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Something looked weird there up front. The offensive lineman, it looks like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But if one person doesn't and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rubble.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Russell Gage, 47 yards. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that throw traveling at even 64 yards in the air. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's all finished up for the The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
A seasoned veteran. We're seeing more chapters being added in Stafford's decorated career. Secured a Super Bowl ring, remains a respected leader, and his stats, they're better than ever. Now we just continue to watch him climb the ranks of the NFL's all-time passing leaders.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin with Michel on the ground, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Stafford to his #1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first.
8-yard pickup. First down, Los Angeles.
Now Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery hasn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Another carry for Michel on 2nd down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Michel. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his 1st, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield now. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And again, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Play fake. Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton, a 16-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. That time a 6-play drive. And Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Stafford, and this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, Allen has it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case...
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change their luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So that drive from 4 plays. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously, the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is not going to get the 1st down as they'll spot this at about the 28. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
First down, Mayfield. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Got a man open, it's Tyler Higbee. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Stafford on first down. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Stay tough, boys. Stay tough. Let's ride, dog. We gonna make a play, man. Let's go, y'all. What's the deal, y'all? That's what we've been doing, baby.
Stafford looks to throw again. This one swung out to Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Stafford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. To throw again on second down. Stafford. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope. Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
From the 22, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Michelle running up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
It's been tough sledding on the ground, but after that first down pickup, they've got to gain a little bit more confidence and feel good about starting a new set of downs, trying to move the ball.
On first down, Stafford here. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 15. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Mayfield. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mayfield with it once more. And a catch right side by Evans. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Second and 4. Mayfield now. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mayfield. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Mayfield. Evans has it left side. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Let's go. Let's get that touch. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's White, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Putting on drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
L.A. readies for its next possession. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Stafford's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Stafford.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. That'll be caught by Kupp.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the red zone now, Stafford. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation, the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.